Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. Guess what I have? New decks to share with you. First one here is the Mushroom Spirit Oracle by Nicola McIntosh. So, super cool. Let's take a look. Alrighty. So I got these all from the Forks in Winnipeg. Aw. Mushroom Spirit. Well, the book is super cute. Introduction. Spreads. The cards and their meaning. The mushrooms and their meaning. Wow, spirit medicine. Edible, medicinal. Edible. Inedible, poisonous. Oh my goodness. I was walking through the park the other day and found a whole bunch of mushrooms. And they were really cool. I don't know what kind they were though. Anyway, okay, let's take a look. Oh, these cards are so cute. Look at this. Wow, look at this. Reishi, spirit medicine. Chaga, defense and balance. Oh, that's an birch tree. Shiitake, nourish. Turkey tail, block. Maybe you'll find the mushroom that I saw there. Lion's mane. Calm. Mate take. Celebrate. They kind of look like these. They kind of look like these. Cool. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Cordyceps essence. Enoki, align. Oyster, regeneration. They were kind of like oyster, but a little bit like that. They were white. Tremella with yin. King oyster, substance. Morale, restore. Oh my gosh, that makes me want to scratch it. Common puffball, let go. I'll scratch that one too. Amethyst, deceiver, deception. Golden teacher, magic mushroom, introspection. It grows something on it? That's weird. Amanita, expanded awareness. Ghost mushroom with shine. Wow, look at this card. Does it glow in the dark? That's cool. Blue pink gill, rarity. Death cap, endings. Scarlet elf cup, healing. Oh, that looks like raw meat. I don't like those. Shaggy ink cap with growth, destruction, cycle. Gooey. It's like ink. Fairy ink cap, subtlety. Wrinkled peach mushroom, unique. Bamboo mushroom with fertility. Looks like it's wearing a dress. Split gill, adapt. Red cage, capture. Blue Leratomyces, discovery and unknown. Mycena interpreta, purpose and judgment. Octopus stinkhorn, reveal. Oh, it looks like a jester's cap. That's cute. Parrot wax cap. Isolation. Verdigris agaric with impress. Rosy bonnet, define. Indigo milk cap with true colors. Bleeding tooth, stagnation. Oh my goodness, no thank you. Violet coral with community. And dead man's fingers with timing. Wow, I really like these cards. And look, it's like a army green. These are really cute. Okay, well, we'll pull a card for you when we do a final reading at the end here. I think that's best. Yeah, let's leave that like this because we might need the book depending what we get. Because I know nothing about mushrooms, but I will learn. All right, so the next one, ta-da! The Magickal Botanical Oracle. So it's really feeling like organic here with the botanical and the mushroom, which is interesting because in the Forks, I would never buy anything in the Forks because they're really expensive, but I went there and they have like palm reading and like tarot reading, like tent. Anyway, they had a bunch of tarot cards there, and the guy was like, "You're looking for something," and then he like came to me with this, and I was like, dude, like, yeah, that's totally what I'm needing. So it was pretty cool. And then I asked him if he had a mushroom one, which he did. And I don't know, I kind of been thinking about, yeah, getting one. And now I have these, which I really like. So anyway, let's open this up. No more delays. So what does it say? It says, the Magickal Botanical Oracle is born from the deep love of the green world as seen through the eyes of the witch. What you have with you is a system bringing together some of the most unusual, interesting, and magical plants found in the witch's world. While not everyone is called to follow the path of the witch and walk between the worlds, all people are special, each with unique gifts and talents to offer the world. Likewise, all plants are special. The art of this grimoire is drawn to reach an understanding of the nature and personality of each plant, balanced with a deeper look at the magical lore and medicine surrounding each herb. So it says 33 cards. Now, every box I picked up there was big, and so I asked them whether the cards were going to be big. And they said they're pretty standard size, so let's see. I hope they're not really big cards here, because these are already pretty big. I don't know, I don't like big cards because they're hard to fit on my little table here when I do these spreads. So, I guess you could see them better though when they're big. Ooh, the box is really, has texture to it. Plants from the Witch's Garden. All right. Very cool. Wow, this is like ginormous. Maybe it has like different sort of ingredients you could put together here. Introduction. Plant spirits from the Witch's Garden. The planets. Poison. Angel's trumpet. Okay. So, has the meaning and the reverse meaning, and then an affirmation with each card. And then spreads at the back. And more. What is all that? Planets, elements. The meaning. The medicinal value, or medicinal, I guess. I don't know how it can help you medicinally. And then all the spreads. Reading the cards. All right. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, they're fairly decent size. They feel so small. Okay. Angel's Trumpet. All right, what do we have? Angel's Trumpet. Datura brugmasana sovalens. Oh, I don't even know how to read that. Belladonna. Look at the back. Okay. Belladonna? Belladonna. Bleeding Hearts. Decentra. Oh, I'm not even going to try reading those. Calla Lily. Oopsie. Camellia. Cannabis. dandelion, dragon tree, fly agaric, mushroom. Oh, we saw this. Those mushrooms in Mario Brothers. Don't they have mushrooms? Hellebore. You will be my death. Urati. Conium maculateum. Sounds like I'm raising the dead here. Henbane. Holly. Ivy. Lavender. Now we're in my sort of herbs. Love lies bleeding. That's a herb. Love lies bleeding. Let's read. Love lies bleeding, guys. What is this? Number 16. Love lies bleeding. Okay, this book is really stiff and I'm scared to crack her open, but it says Arantheus Catertus. Love lies bleeding. Latin name. I'm not reading that no more. Planets, Mars and Saturn. Ooh, interesting. Okay, Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. And Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. Element Earth. Okay. Magical meaning. Love lies bleeding is a South American flower that was introduced into Europe after the colonization of Central and South America, making its way into European magic as well as English gardens. This plant gains its name from its drooping red flowers, reminiscent of blood flowing out of the otherwise green leaves. So it is associated with any type of blood magic, as well as protection from shedding blood. It is said to magically, not medically, stop blood flow and bring healing, particularly when worn as a charm or in a wreath. Due to its symbolism, it has associations with slow death and suffering and can be used in magic to commune with the dead. Though it is quite a harmonious and generous plant, as its main botanical signature is the prolific manufacture of high protein seeds that can be used a grain. Does that make proper English? Anyway, in Kabbalistic magic, the amaranth seed is one of the primary symbols of Chokmah, the second sphere of the tree of life. As the magic of the second sphere is the seed of creation, amaranth seed is used in Chokmah incense oils and other formulas, and in turn is associated with the phallic fertility gods on the most cosmic levels, such as Pan. Ooh. Okay. Plant spirit medicine. The amaranth plant spirit is one to ease suffering of an emotional or mental nature. When we feel we are bleeding out of our life force, particularly from an emotional wound, such as a loss of a loved one, a breakup, a divorce, or betrayal. Love lies bleeding aids is when we feel isolated and in despair, helping us see bigger picture to our situation, accept what is currently happening, and move forward to the next new thing in our life. Putting our anguish into perspective, it keeps the flow to our process and nourishes us in our difficult times. Divination meaning. Love lies bleeding indicates we are in the process of deeply healing or supporting another in the healing process. Yes, we might be experiencing grief, pain, and despair, but our isolation or repair is temporary as long as we continue onward in our purpose. Her crown is heavy, but she is holding it up. With each moment she holds it, more seeds fall away, enlightening the emotional load as the earth takes the seed, the medicine, and creates anew. And then we have the reversal. It says, pain is temporary and only a part of the healing process. Well, that's beautiful. Okay. Mandrake. That's a beautiful card. That's on the cover of the box in the book here. Moonflower, oak, poppy, rose, rue, sorcerer's violet, sunflower, beautiful, thistle, thorn apple, vine, willow, Wolfsbane, Wormwood. Ooh, I like this card. Yarrow and you and the Witch's Garden. Okay, that's really interesting. I have lots of reading to do because I don't know much about any of these. Maybe lavender, and that's about it. All right, look at this one by Nick Bantock, the Archeo personal archetype cards. Looks pretty cool. So it says, build your inner life with a cast of colorful archetypes. New York Times bestselling author and artist Nick Bantock presents a groundbreaking oracle deck that helps you create your personal mythology. Picture your inner life as a hero's quest, and this deck as your band of faithful companions. The Archeo includes 40 archetype cards, a full color guidebook detailing each one's skills, gifts, and personalities, and 2 blank cards to make your own archetypal character, featuring mesmerizing artwork that sparks the imagination. This marvelous deck guides you in discovering your full potential as a person of many parts. Oh, okay. Let us see. Very cool. It's kind of giving me like steampunk type look, which I love. All right, the Archeo, understanding and developing your archetypes. Okay, very stiff. Glossy pages. Characters, alchemist, demon. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Okay. I don't get it. Why do we have them in big and then we have little cards here? I don't get it. Did they run out of pages in the book? All right, well, let's see. These aren't regular size, dude. These are big cards. All right, whatever. How's he gonna know? Okay, so big glossy cards here. Backside is all right. Let's see what we have are really stuck together. Okay, so this is alchemist. Wow, angel. You could barely see the words on these cards. So anima and animus. Okay, I don't want to get demonetized for that one. We have arbitrator. No, arbiter. Arbiter. My goodness. Awakener. Demon. Dreamer. Duend. Let's read it. Duend. It'd be right here. It says duende. Attribute. The duende is a spirit of the deepest creativity, a silent sound, a struggle that surges up from the soles of our feet. It is of blood, ancient culture, and action, and it calls us out. Without it, our artistic works will be tepid and superficial, yet with it, our nerve endings become exposed and raw. Persona. It comes with full force, or not at all, burning through us, searing away our resistance. The duende fires us with, I keep saying it completely different every time I read it. The duende fires us with a power far beyond our normal capacity for expression, making us an outlet of profound art and music. Both primitive and highly sophisticated, its presence sets alight the core of our potential. It is the passionate specter of the earth, a hobgoblin muse demanding that we open ourselves to all possibilities. With guttural song summoned from the caves of our souls, it accepts no lies. The duende is I, a pregnant and overwhelming power that is life, fate, and the consummation of risk and knowledge. It is not a mere concept, but a very real presence. Made visible, it is huge, potent, patient, and less tolerant than anything the human will can grasp. It is a bittersweet bliss that will infiltrate the bloodstream like a toxin. It is a life loved and lived with the greatest of passions, but if that love is lost, the duende leaves us with an inconsolable grief. Yoicks, that was like a roller coaster ride. All right, duende. All right, hey. We have eccentric. Cool. We have falcon, just falcon. We have fatalist. Nice and glossy. We have grace. That's cute. We have green man. We have healer. We have Herath. That's beautiful. Hypocrite. Illuminator. Wow. Innocent. Intimate. Inventor. Jester. Lion. Magician. Metamorph. Midwife. Mobius. Mooncat. That's a creepy looking cat. Looks like a human face cat. Observer. That's the cover of the box. Poet. Reflector. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty cool card. And the Sage. Shadow Diver. Wow. Siren. Beautiful. Star Climber. Strategist. Wow, I can't read. Survivor. Trickster. Well, it's pretty much like the Jester, but I guess the Trickster is a little bit slimier. Wanderer. Warrior. The Wolf. And 2 blank cards, like it said it comes with, so you can do your own, although very glossy. So I don't know what kind of marker you'd use on that. That's kind of interesting. All right, well, let's pull those because we're going to do a reading here. I don't have tarot, but it's okay. We're going to use these. This might be an interesting reading because I haven't used these. Hopefully you were energetically sending your energy to these. We're going to shuffle and pull a few cards here. And we're going to ask Spirit to deliver a reading for you guys in regards to what Spirit is wanting you to know right now. What does Spirit think is going to be most helpful for the viewer that has patiently been awaiting their reading, watching this video? Thank you so much, Spirit. Please protect me as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of the viewer. Feeling this one. I'm feeling 2. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Very nice. Let's pull one of these. And thank you so much, viewer, for allowing me to tap into your energy as we channel this message. It's a timeless message for you. And you are here for a reason, and I am blessed that you are here. Thank you so much. These are kind of hard to shuffle because they're really glossy and they're so long. do it this way. No, too many. Spirit, what message do we have here for the viewer? These two. Okay. We have the fairy ink cap with subtlety. 22. We have verdigris agaric with impress. 31. Verdigris agaric. We have bleeding hearts. Okie dokie. We read this one, didn't we? Was it bleeding hearts? Oh my goodness. Why don't I remember? This has been channeling. I think we did, but I want to see number 3. Did we read this? We sure did. Wow. Well, maybe I knew what message we were needing to hear here. Here. And Sorcerer's Violet. And okay. Yes. We have the Siren and the Poet. Feminine. Dreamy masculine energy. Okay, let us see what this fairy ink cap is about. Fairy ink cap. Subtlety. 22. It says it's edible, but fragile and insubstantial. The fairy ink cap is normally found in dense masses attached to tree stumps and roots. It starts off as a pale white and turns to gray before it blackens and dies. Very delicate. I think I have some of these in my yard. Anyway, this mantlus will collapse when touched in an absolutely stunning display if you ever come across them. Dissementus. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. So card meaning. Some things can come and go in the blink of an eye. One day they are there and the next they are gone. The energy here is delicate and fairy-like. This subtle energy is here to create a magical atmosphere, a beauty that sometimes goes unseen. Are you noticing the subtle energies around you, or are you too busy to notice? Fairy ink cap reminds you that many small or subtle acts can create a massive shifts. This card is a reminder to be subtle. Moving in on something like a steamroller might not be the right course of action. Subtlety is key here and can be extremely powerful, so give it a try. Someone may be trying to tell you something that you are not hearing because it is very subtle. Much wisdom can be gained by observing and feeling the subtle energy around you. Every plant, tree, or flower is giving off a subtle energy. People, pets, and places may have a subtle energy that can only be felt when you quiet yourself enough to be able to sense it. Fairy ink cap says to slow down, create stillness and mindfulness in your practices, and you will gain great wisdom from the energies around you. You don't need to go out and search for this energy. It will find you if it hasn't already, but be ready to listen and take it on board because it could come and go before you even realize it. Okay, I'm actually getting a message here, but I do want to read the others. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but this is interesting to me. Verdigris agaric with impress. 31. What is this one about? So it says unknown, whether it is edible or not. That's weird. Depends where you are in the world. Some guidebooks claim poisonous, others claim edible. Okay, unknown. That's interesting. This mushroom is named verdigris because it's striking green or green-blue color, a color not commonly seen in any other mushroom found in the UK, Ireland, Europe, and North Americas. Whatever it says is rare. Loves alkaline, humus-rich beech woodland. White scales adorn the younger caps, giving it a similar appearance to the fly agaric mushroom. Card meaning. You are beautiful. It looks like it's wearing a leg warmer. Getting like total 1980s leg warmer vibe. Okay. You are beautiful and what you are doing is beautiful. You and your purpose need to stand out because you are different. And this is exactly what is needed at this time. It is time to make yourself seen and show the world the beauty you have to offer. This is the beautiful card to pull, indicating it is something or someone's time to really make an impression. Standing out for being different or unique can be daunting, but rest assured it can be worth it. What impresses you in others? Are there certain qualities you admire that you could benefit by taking on yourself? Is there someone who could really use a compliment at the moment because they don't fully believe in themselves? Whatever the situation or the person, this card is saying, now is the time. Don't wait any longer. The world needs to be more unique and beautiful beings in the world. The world needs more unique and beautiful beings in the world. Be that person, get that project off the ground, or help elevate someone who needs you. When you stand up and make an impression on someone, it can have a life-changing effect on them. You never know who you may be watching in silence and admiring your beauty. You might help someone find their path by watching your journey and seeing how brave you are by standing out and making yourself seen. We never know how long we are here for, so make your life count. Your purpose doesn't need to be a big one. Just do it and stand proud. Wow. Okay. Yes, very nice message. We're going to continue onwards. We're reading The Sorcerer's Violet, 23. Boop. Oh, this book, it's really weird. It's so, like, stiff. Okay, Latin name, Apoxolenia Vinca. Planets, Moon, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. Elements, water and earth. Okay. So you have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Magical meaning. The Sorcerer's Violet is an often forgotten ally because it creeps along in low places and is hidden until the purple flowers bloom. The plant's characteristics, let me put this here. The plant's characteristics point to its uses in magic. The small but beautiful flower looks like a 5-pointed whirling star and is used in magic to open our psychic powers as a vine, sometimes known as the tomb vine. It reaches out, grasps, and binds, and has been used in both protection spells and love magic, particularly to draw or connect to a lover or to rekindle or reclaim an old one. The plant can be used to connect with deceased loved ones and reflects the idea of eternal love reaching beyond the grave. The famed occultist Henrik Cornelius Agrippa associated with the Sorcerer's Violet with the star of Polaris, the North Star, indicating it confers a level of steadiness and guidance when we are lost. Okay, so plant spirit medicine. This hidden ally found creeping upon the forest or garden floor helps us perceive that which is hidden and subtle. Subtlety. The 5-petaled flower is usually purple, which aligns spiritually with our psychic eye, our brow center, where we can perceive subtle and spiritual forces. Sorcerer's Violet help you see and feel things more clearly, awakening your psychic powers to a greater degree, showing you what has always been around you but beyond your normal notice. Remember, which one was it? We were reading and it was saying someone was trying to send a message, but we weren't noticing. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, the ability to perceive auras, spirits, and particularly the dead improves. The nature of Sorcerer's Violet is opening, but also keeping you grounded and stable, as it is a low-growing vine. Its spirit aids us against opening too much or too quickly as a psychic, preventing us from becoming ungrounded and unhealthy. Oh my God, yes. So when I first started reading tarot, I guess I was doing like a lot of readings here. I still do, but it was so hard to get grounded, like really hard. So if you're thinking of doing like readings, I almost felt like I was constantly like in a state of high. Like, so I bought this. Oops, geez, that scared me. I bought this from the Sage store in Canada. I don't know if you guys have this. But anyway, it's grounding oil and it's like a roller. Sorry, I'm getting into this. This one's called Reflection Grounding Oil Blend, and you can put it in your pulse points, and then it's supposed to get you grounded after doing readings. And I felt it really helped me get grounded, but I gotta tell you, sometimes I'll do readings and I'm impacted for quite some time. So important to get grounded for sure. So that's kind of what it's speaking to here. Okay, so the nature of Sorcerer's Violet is opening, but also keeping you grounded and stable, as it is a low-growing vine. Its spirit aids us against opening too much or too quickly as a psychic, preventing us from becoming ungrounded and unhealthy. The five-petaled nature of the flower, like a pentagram, can provide a psychic shield or filter from harmful energy and magic directed towards us intentionally or inadvertently. It can help protect us from ourselves. These qualities make us naturally more proficient in all forms of magic or sorcery. Hence the name. In healing work, this magical vine will heal current and past life memories when we have abused our natural magic abilities and done harm to others, particularly coercive love magic. Okay, divination meaning. When the Sorcerer's Violet shows itself in a reading, it indicates the power of reaching, striving, and opening up more, while remaining grounded, centered, and true to our past. Open up to the bigger picture and explore, but don't forget your roots. The Vinca spirit dances in the center of her flower here, letting the vines and roots balance her. Take reasonable precautions and be aware of the subtle forces around you, as the message will not be dramatic, but it will be clear if you're paying attention. The subtle thing again. Okay. All very, very connected. Let's read these ones. This is a long reading, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, we're looking at the Siren first. Oh, wow. This book is very floppy compared to I almost ripped it in half. Okay, Siren. S comes after P. Lenda. Siren. All right. Wow. The Siren is a femme fatale calling to you from the rocks. But if you pass beyond her jagged shoreline, she is far more. She provides you with the opportunity to examine your destructive desires. And if you permit her, she will teach you the art of directing your passions away from hedonism and towards a loving union. Persona. The Siren exists in the eyes of those who crave her, and because desire has a habit of turning to guilt and then to blame, she is seen as destructive temptress. She is seen as the epitome of sexuality and allure, sometimes charming and elegant, other times blatantly provocative and even evil. In reality, the Siren is ambiguous, not to herself, but to those who envy her or want her. Whether countess or countessin, Venus or Kali, her sensuality has the power to disturb and confuse those who cannot take their eyes off her. She is two sides of a single figure, a manifestation of sublime beauty and a hellfire of destruction. But the Siren is more. She is highly intelligent and, like the wolf, she has made peace with her hungers. She understands her body's needs, and she has learned to rise above the crude duplicity of men. Okay, and now we have the poet. Poets. Here. Attribute. The poet lets his imagination run free. His words concentrate and distill, making visible the ethereal, bringing focus. Sorry, I'm going to reread. The poet lets his imagination run free. His words concentrate and distill, making visible the ethereal, bringing focus to beauty, and inviting us to pause and consider. An elegant romantic, he merges rich experience with the unexpected, synthesizing the essence of every moment, making the world more vibrant. His words help you filter through your thoughts and feelings in order to reveal your most noble self. Persona. The poet is a tower repeatedly struck by lightning. Icarus slung from the battlements to fall or fly. He is a distiller of word and image, a lyricist and champion of higher ideals, beautifully wrapped in a string and rice paper. The poet will never let anything become ordinary, and through his eyes you will see the greatest of spiral galaxies set within the smallest of seashells. He is searching for the quiet truths, fiercely hacking away at the tarmac and the weeds, attempting to reveal the peace hidden beneath the city sidewalks. We require poets and artists to keep it from stagnating, but such unconventional thinking threatens the status quo. Or why else would teachers and parents instruct children to be wary of the dreams and urges? Why else have we been taught to shut down our creative dreams and outpourings, settling instead for pennies and pale strokes? Each day we must fight not for power or wealth, but for the words and marks that articulate the sharp taste of our existence. Wow, that was really deep. I'm sorry I butchered it. Okay. You guys, wow, I hope you guys remember this bleeding heart. So I do feel like there is a situation here that's very sad. I feel like there's a separation here going on, okay? And I feel as though you could be feeling kind of really torn here. And I feel like what you are hearing is like a loud fear, okay? And I feel like this loud fear is almost like bringing pain. And I feel like there is also a part of you here that understands intuitively what your soul is needing you to do in the physical world here, okay? And I feel like you are doing it, but I don't think you recognize that you're doing it. I think you're psyching yourself out. So I think there's this silent voice, or this little voice, that I think is trying to come out of you. And I think it's siding with you and agreeing with you right now, and it's trying to help you through a period of time here. But I feel like you're focused on and listening to the louder cries here of psyching yourself out. I feel there's pain and despair here. Oops, I moved the rabbit. Pain and despair here. And I feel like all the while there is a situation here in which there is either a person that you're longing for that is separated from you here. So it could be somebody who has passed, okay? Or this could just be somebody who you've been with and you're kind of parting ways. But I do feel as though there is there's an energetic going on here that I don't think you understand, that is unfolding at the same time as you're experiencing sort of like despair or loss here. And I also feel as though you're having a significant impact here on a situation that I don't think you realize you are committing yourself to. So let's say, for example, there's a situation here that I feel is not good for you, okay? So maybe you're in a connection of sorts here that is not good for you, or for whatever reason, you just felt like it wasn't for your greatest purpose here. So I feel like you could be detached, removed here with great sadness. Although I do feel as though you might be getting in your head about how you're moving forward, or how this detachment might feel like a longing here. But I feel like you are above the game. I feel like you are ascending towards this higher understanding of being able to control your desire to a way that actually is going to be beneficial for you in the long run here. And I do feel like you are making an impact here in a situation more so than I feel you actually know. I feel this is a very love-orientated reading here, and I do feel it's like a longing or a missing of energy here. So maybe you're used to having energy around you. Like I said, it could very well be somebody who has passed here. So you're gracefully moving on with an energy here, and it's welcoming energy towards you that I think you're not really recognizing because you're really wrapped up in the loss, okay? And if this is like a separation or a no contact situation here, I feel like you are continuously kind of moving forward day in, day out, and you're making an impact here subtly with energy. But I feel like there is you gaining better control of your emotions, of your outside world, of your actions here. that I think you might not be fully aware of, because I feel like it feels like a spiral, or like, yeah, like a broken heart here. And it feels like it's not going away, or like there's nothing you can do that's going to help it, or like what you're doing is not helping or not recovering this. But I feel like day in, day out, there is subtle healing happening here. And I think you are being noticed here, or at least there is an energy about you that is ascending at the same time. So it's bringing in what it is that you're longing for here. So if you've lost a lover, I feel like it's bringing in a lover. Okay, if you've lost somebody here that was a close friend, I feel like you are in an energy here that is welcoming new friends. So yeah, I feel like you're really protected here, although I think it feels very foreign here. You're slowly bringing in a lover, friend, whatever it is here that you're mourning, I feel is coming towards you here. I feel like there's like this irony here with this poetry. It's like a love story here, like in order to lose something to gain something beautiful here. So there's like tragedy and comedy. It's almost like there's beauty in loss here. But I feel like you have this very stoic type energy on the outside, but inside there might be this like bleeding heart type energy here. So I think you're getting confirmation from spirit to continue doing what you're doing, because you might be questioning whether you're doing the right thing or if you should be doing something different. You know, if we lose a loved one, should we be mourning, or, you know, should we be doing something different than we're doing? And I feel like whatever you're doing here, continue doing that, because you are bringing in a loving energy here. And it's interesting because on the inside, if we're feeling so sad, you would think energetically they'd be vibing low, but that's what I think this Sorcerer's Violet is. I think you're really protected here from your energy dipping to this low vibration. I feel like despite the pain, despite the loss, the mourning, I keep feeling mourning, loss, a no contact situation here, a longing for someone here that I feel like you've been tied to. But I feel on the outside, you are looking good. You are impressing energies around you. You're pulling in energies around you here, ironically. I think it's a beautiful energy. So you might have a secret admirer here, or you might be watched here. Yeah, by an energy here, which I feel is kind of almost, I'm hearing love story. So that's a beautiful energy, you guys. I hope this made sense for you guys. You waited this long for my reading. I hope I did it justice. These cards are absolutely beautiful. I don't know which ones I like the mostest, but I love them all, and I love you guys very much. I will see you soon. Bye.